The fire in the Angeles National Forest burning north of Glendora. Flames from a small campfire exploded into this big story you're all aware of. 1,700 acres charged so far. Firefighters doing their best trying to get a handle on it. It's about 30%. Now, they're sitting on that figure. I have a feeling that when they hold the next press conference, it'll be different. Gigi right now, as a matter of fact, will update it. And the weather is a story for you this morning. There's a fire right behind you there, Gigi.
Oh, my goodness.
Steve, wind continues to be a huge issue here. Take a look behind me. We've seen this hill just flare up as those wind gusts move through Highway 39. We're very near, very close to Azusa River Wilderness Park here in Azusa on a San Gabriel Canyon, also known as Highway 39. And this hillside has just flared up. Just moments ago, the entire hillside was on fire. We saw this strike team here that we have next to us move in. They're from Orange County. You've got Fullerton Fire, Huntington Beach, Costa Mesa, Anaheim Fire, just to name a few of the engines composing, a few of the fire agencies composing this strike team here. And they moved in very, very quickly to keep an eye on it. Basically, they're trying to let this fire burn itself out where they can. But since wind is such a huge issue still, that red flag advisory in its 5th day in effect for this area, for the Southland, wind is such an issue. They've got to keep a very close eye on it because they don't want to let those embers start flying off. We're very near Mountain Cove. As a matter of fact, if our photographer, Armando Hernandez, if you can pan off to the right a little bit just to give folks at home an idea of how close to Mountain Cove we are, how close to this new housing development we are. Now, this is under a mandatory evacuation order, but let me tell you, we did see a couple of homeowners, a couple of people who live in that area. They actually did not leave yesterday. They are still in there. And one gentleman was telling me that his wife was out of her home. She did leave. She has been unable to get back in. So Azusa is still under an evacuation order. And just a short while ago, we spoke to Lieutenant Paul Dennis of Azusa PD, and he explained to us why.
It's very dangerous up here. The fire department's doing an outstanding job of controlling this thing. They're the experts. They know what they're doing, and they're advising us that this is an area that needs to remain under mandatory evacuations, and from a police perspective, we're going to help them facilitate that.
Now let's give you a look from our eye in the sky, Skyfox at the hillside there. And let's talk a little bit more about those evacuations. For the folks who live in Azusa, the residential neighborhoods north of Sierra Madre Avenue and east of Azusa Avenue are still under that evacuation order. As Azusa PD tells us, the evacuation is still in effect as long as there is danger to lives or property. Now, they are constantly updating their Twitter page. So are we at MyFoxLA, at Gigi Graciette, and of course at Azusa PD. You can follow them, get notifications to your smartphone in case of an emergency. That's always a good thing to do. Highway 39, of course, does remain closed. There's several rock slides, not uncommon to see after a fire like this. And as you can see, the burning plants, the burning rocks and embers right there behind us. For now, we are live in Azusa. We'll send it back to you.